Okay, it's rolling. I'm here at the Chelmsford Town Clerk's office with our new town clerk of about a year now, Tricia Dzuris. How do you pronounce your last name,
It's a
Tricia?
silent Z, so it's
Oh.
Dzuris.
Oh, I never knew that.
A lot of people
Dzuris.
don't know that.
Because I always mispronounce it. I said, how do I pronounce your last name?
Silent Z.
Dzuris. So Tricia Dzuris, how long have you been the town clerk now, Tricia, here in Chelmsford?
June 9th, 2017.
So about a year and a quarter, something like that. But you were working here for a little while before that in the town clerk's office for what, about a year or something?
About 6-8 months before I became the clerk, so not very long. Yeah.
But you trained under a previous wonderful town clerk, Honorina Maloney.
Fantastic mentor, absolutely.
Yes, and a good friend of mine. I call her my goddaughter because I'm her godfather, a symbolic godfather. So you were with her for a while, so she helped train you, and but prior to that, you worked with Paul Cohen in his office for a number of years, right?
10 years upstairs.
10 years,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
And you did a great job up there too,
Thank you.
Trish. I always used to like calling town clerk's office, town managers, and I mean speaking to you, and then you handle the annual reports, and
Yep, still do. Brought that downstairs with me.
so that
yeah.
you carried that over.
Yes,
That's
I did.
wonderful.
Yeah.
And it just came out too, a month or two ago, our new annual report.
Yes.
I like to get them every year, and this year you have one of my photos on the cover, which is
Absolutely.
nice.
And it's not the first time.
Not the first time, it's
Yeah.
maybe the third time, I think. Remember
Yep,
the sunflower?
The sunflower was the first one. That was beautiful.
It was nice.
That's the
How
one
we-
we won the award for.
Oh my
That
God!
was our first award, yeah.
That annual, the whole annual report,
Yes,
that's
yeah.
wonderful.
But I think the cover had a lot.
I gotta find that cover and do some art images with it and work on it.
Yeah.
But that was nice, it was one of those giant sunflowers.
It makes us look like a happy place to live.
Yeah, and this one is from our 4th of July, the Chelmsford Historical Society booth. I took a photo of all the flags and
Yeah.
the red, white, and blue things they have in the booth on the 4th of July.
Yeah.
And you said to him, Tom, could I use that photo? I said, of course you can, that'd be great.
Yeah, thanks. I'm
So,
always
so-
scoping through the pictures to look for the next great town cover.
Yes, thank you. So you do a great job with that.
Thank
It's a wonderful annual report every year, and it's a wonderful town we live in, right?
It is. It
Tricia?
definitely is. Yes, I agree with you.
So you've been a town clerk for about 15 months now or something like that. And so how do you like it, Tricia?
Love it.
You love it?
Love it. Yeah, absolutely love it. So
That's
I have a
wonderful.
fantastic team. They just take care of the everyday transactions that go on in the office. They know what comes next. They're like a machine. They're wonderful, friendly people. The residents love them.
I do
And
too,
I love
yes.
all the planning that goes on behind here. They always send me back to my office. You go, we got this out here. So
They are wonderful. Why don't we mention who they are while we're on camera here?
absolutely. Mary Lou Carney is my assistant town clerk.
All right,
So she
nice,
has the
nice.
job that I used to have before Honorina promoted me.
Yeah.
And Jennifer Almeida is our voter registration coordinator. So anything that has anything to do with voter registration, she's our guru. She's fantastic.
Yes.
And Nancy Souza is our principal clerk. She answers all the phones pronto. She does a lot of the day-to-day transactions and does all of the financial aspects of the office.
At financial aspect,
Yeah.
what are finances are involved in the
With-
town clerk's office?
Receiving all the funds, depositing all the funds,
Oh,
paying
really?
all the bills.
Isn't that the treasurer's
Well,
office?
we
or what am
have
I-
to, every department has to manage their own bills.
Oh.
You know, we all get our own bills and we have
Oh.
to deposit them with the treasurer and we have to, you know,
Oh,
have
I
our.
didn't realize that. For some reason, I
Yeah.
think everything went to the treasurer or something.
No, we have
that
our
had
own
to do with money.
budget. So
Wow.
our own budget
Oh,
has
I
to get
see.
managed within the department.
Nice.
Yeah.
So they're all great people, as you said.
Yes,
You're
they
all.
are.
I
Very
love coming in here. I always get a warm smile and a friendly hello from all of you. And we're so lucky here in Chelmsford to have this town clerk's office and this town clerk. And with Honorina too, she was wonderful. And Mary, remember Mary from many
Oh,
years
yes,
ago?
yeah, and Betty.
And
Betty's
Betty,
in
also
between,
Betty
yeah.
Delaney from
Yeah.
many years ago, worked under Mary for many years.
Yeah.
So people tend to stay a long time
Oh,
once
yeah.
they come in this job.
Yeah, it's a very happy place to work.
Which
Really.
is wonderful, and hopefully you'll be here for many, many more years, until you retire,
Yeah.
whenever that might be, hopefully many, many years from
Oh,
now.
thank you.
So
We'll
it's great,
see.
so you like it so far, and
very much.
our elections, they go smoothly here, right? Because you see in Florida, and they seem to have problems sometimes every 2 years with their election cycle.
Well, luckily, Massachusetts is very strict about their security, and we have paper ballots, and
Yes.
there's a lot of security in place, and so we don't have to worry about a lot of the things that Florida has had to worry about, so.
Which is great for us, but I wonder why they can't do it and throughout the country.
Yeah.
Get the paper ballots, have secure systems, have the funding provided that you need to have a secure system, because right now, it's more important than ever to have secure elections, right? With countries hacking into our election systems and.
Yeah, the state just had us all take
trying
a
to-
course, a security course actually, that was due by Friday, so we all went through the course yesterday. So the state does mandate that we stay up on all kinds of cyber threats and what we can do to help their agency make sure it's protected as well. So we had to get certified within that particular realm so that we're not opening emails that look suspicious, we're not clicking on links that look suspicious, that we're not downloading programs that would cause any kind of malware. So they, you know, they want us all to be aware that we have a responsibility towards that security as well.
Wonderful, so everything is running smoothly
Yeah.
in the past 15 months that you've been here, and you're happy with your team,
Fantastic.
you're happy with your job, so, and you take care of all the registration, the elections. What does the town clerk do? I forgot, oh, the
vital
dog, the
records,
licenses,
dog
right, too?
licenses,
Dog licenses.
but vital records also, huge
Oh.
birth, death, marriages,
Oh.
business certificates, physicians' licenses.
Oh,
So that's huge, and also all the elected and appointed officials, we keep track of all of those terms. We're the keeper of the records, so all the archival, permanent records that are within the building, we're responsible for. I'm also the public records compliance officer, so whenever there's records requests, we have to make sure that they're properly handled
From this
according to the
officer?
state, according to the state mandates that we have. So, another kind of passion of mine that, Honorina left for me, was the records management and the records, the archiving of those permanent records, because you know, there's so many records have to be kept in perpetuity, and there's only so much space that we have, so we really needed to better handle how we index these files, how we preserve these files, how we make sure that they're in the right environment. So we've redone our vaults and added climate control to our vaults, added archival storage.
where are the vaults, Tricia?
We have one vault up here in our office.
Oh.
We have another vault, which is our vital records vault downstairs on the lower level.
Nice, that's smart.
We've converted one of the storage rooms into our planning zoning, which of course, which is I think odd, but the clerk is also responsible for the permanent records for planning and zoning.
Wow.
So we had to convert a room into, it was all filing cabinets with hanging files, and hanging files aren't good for permanent records. So we had to re-index everything, rehouse all of those files by address, which is really our only common denominator is our address. And then we put in a mobile storage system, which puts those files in boxes by street, so that everything is all indexed by
That's
street.
wonderful, wow, that's a big.
Thank you to the capital planning committee and town meeting for approving that initial funding to do that one
Wow.
storage room
Could
and the
I-
vaults. So
Could I ask why hanging files aren't good for
Because
archival storage?
well, the hanging files, if they've been there for long and they've got a lot of files, they tend to bend and break. And if things are folded over time, the folds tend to the paper dries out over time.
Oh,
if it's not-
yes.
And so those folds will break and break.
Oh.
So it's not a good way to store records that you want to keep forever.
I see.
So,
So we have all these places to keep records forever?
Yeah.
Oh, and we have online, our old annual report you were telling me, going back to how far, 18 something? Something?
20, 30 or something like that.
So people could go to our town website.
Yep.
What's it, Town of Chelmsford?
Yeah, townofchelmsford.us.
US?
Yep, and under the town clerk's page,
Town
if they go
clerk's
to
page.
town departments, town clerk, there's a link that says historic records.
Great.
And they can click on that, and there's all kinds of interesting things
I should
there.
do that too more often. I love history, as you may know, I'm a
Yeah.
member of the Historical Society, and I love the history of our town and
Yeah.
just the United States history, so I should do
Yeah,
that
and
more
our
often.
digitization project is through the Boston Public Library. So every year we submit a list of records that we want to digitize. Right now we're waiting for approval because now I think it's gotten popular, so now we have to wait. But we want to send our next collection off to Boston Public Library. They scan it all and give us the digital files, and then we put it on our website.
That's
for
nice of
people
them to do
access.
that, right?
It's
Is that a
wonderful.
moneymaker
It's a
for them? Do
grant.
they charge? Oh,
It's a grant that we get
Oh.
from, it. Like I do it in coordination with another, we have a public records advisory board now as a committee, and Brian Herzog from the library is on it, and Jennifer Almeida is on it, John Souza is on it, and myself. And so we, through the Chelmsford Library, they put us in touch with this program, the Boston Public Library program, and so it's a grant, it doesn't cost us anything.
that's
Just-
fantastic.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Wow.
So that's
That's
where all of that has been through that. So we're just waiting. The next thing we wanted to do was our vital records indexes, because those are actually our oldest and most at risk records right now. They're the climate that they've been kept in has really deteriorated the bindings and the pages, and they're very brittle, and we don't want to lose that information. But I didn't want to send them off until I had another way of searching. So we have microfilm and microfiche, and we have these indexes, but we use them every day. So it's really hard to say, take them away for however long to digitize them.
Yes.
So
yes.
we're doing some other records management type of things that are going to allow us to be able to access them, digitally before they go off to be restored.
I see.
So there's a lot of things. That
So
go
there's
into
so
that.
many things that are done here, and that
Yeah.
at the town clerk's office, that I was even unaware of until you mentioned them to me, which is so extensive, so voluminous, all the things that you do.
There's a lot
And
of
your
paperwork.
group, so there's about 4 of you in the office,
There's 4
right?
of us in the office, and
Wow.
lots of wonderful senior tax rebate volunteers. We love our senior tax rebate volunteers.
Oh, when do they come in
They,
to work?
various
Oh,
times,
various
times, but we have, mostly when the census starts coming back, because as you know, in January 1st, the
Yes.
census is actually December 28th, we're gonna send out the 2019 census forms.
I see.
So that's to every household. So when that
Yes.
mail starts coming back in, which also has the dog licensing applications in there,
Yes.
it takes a lot of hands to open up all those envelopes,
I see,
sort
yes.
out and separate the census. We have to file them by address, we have to update them in the state system that's been received. So there's a lot of
Wow,
lot
yes.
of paperwork and the volunteers are super with handling all of that.
That's
and
wonderful,
helping
and
us.
then they get a little help with their taxes. So senior citizens who are interested in that could contact you, or who do they
Yeah,
contact?
well, they have to go through the senior center.
Oh, through the
Nancy
senior center.
Grippo is the coordinator of
Nancy
the
Grippo,
program.
nice.
Yeah, she's the coordinator of the program. And like I said, we have our regulars that come back
I see.
every year.
Yeah.
They know what to do, and they get it done, and
Oh,
it's
that's
great. So,
wonderful.
but any
Yeah.
department in town can request assistance from the senior tax rebate program and
Wonderful.
so we do encourage seniors out there to definitely sign up, and then,
Yes.
they'll get posted, you never know, anywhere.
That's a wonderful
And
program
it
to
is a
help.
wonderful program.
Maybe up to $750 or something from their taxes every year
Yes.
could be saved if they help volunteer for various offices in town.
Yep.
So it's a wonderful program,
Yeah,
gee.
it is, and it helps us tremendously. So between the wonderful staff team that I have,
Yeah.
my excellent election workers, and then the senior tax rebate volunteers that I have, are
Yes.
just, how we're able to run this office so efficiently. And
Well,
of course, Irina left us with a well-oiled machine to begin with,
Yes,
so
she
I
did
just
a
say,
great
as long as I
job
don't
too,
break
yes.
it.
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
wanna break it. So.
She did a great
Yeah,
job,
she
and you
did.
and
Yeah,
your
she's
team are
phenomenal.
doing a great job. And I'm so glad you and your team took over, because as I said, I love coming here to the town clerk's office, and everybody's so friendly and efficient, and whenever I call up, everybody's friendly. So we not only have a wonderful town of Chelmsford, we have a wonderful town clerk's office here in Chelmsford. Thank you very much for talking with us, Tricia.
Pleasure.
I tried not to come during the middle of an election.
I appreciate
So this
that.
is about 1 month or after the election. So thank you very much,
Thank
Tricia.
you. My pleasure.
Thanks.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks, bye now.
Thank you.